I want to show you how to use our new form builder in 3.0 and how you can quickly build and add forms to your website. When you first click on Form Builder, there's going to be a list of forms you've already created. I have one in here, Contact Us, but we're going to create a new one. And you can do that right over here. We'll just call this form Demo for this purpose. And now we're editing that form. I could click over to Contact Us if I want to start editing that one instead, but we're on Demo at the moment. So we will work on that form. You have a couple options right away here. One is, who would you like to receive the form when it has been submitted? And you can add multiple people. So when somebody completes it, they'll get an email showing them exactly the fields and how they were completed. I can add an additional recipient, and I can keep going and adding more. You'll find that you can't delete when there's only one. You'd have to add another one to then delete the first one. Okay, once we have those done, we'll save that. Over here, we can change the submit button. We could have send. We could just do send. We could change the font. We could change the background color. We can change the border color of that button. So we have a lot of control just even in the look of that button. Then we can choose when they submit the form, do they get some welcome text or some thank you text? I'll put thank you for contacting us, but you could do anything. Or do you want them to be redirected to another page? You might create a page that you want once they hit submit, that's where they're going to be taken to, and you can do that as well. Then you can save your options. And here's where we build the form. I'm just going to show a couple of the fields real quick. Let's say we're building a contact form. Now I clicked on it and it added it immediately, but if you had a couple of these fields, and I'll just add a couple real quick here, you could drag and place this exactly where you wanted. You can also just quickly delete like this as well. And when editing, when you click, you're going to see what your options are for that field. So we have a general text field. We're going to add an email field. We're going to add a paragraph. And let's add a drop down. All right. So let's work on these. You'll see here that we're currently on a drop down, and you'll see how it changes the color slightly so you know which one you're editing on the side. This would be handy if you had multiple text ones as well. So we're on this email field, and we're going to go ahead and label this one email. We're going to require that. This one we will label name. And we won't require this one. We can change the size of the box, the field where they're entering. We'll keep this one medium. And for our message box, we'll give them a nice large space for that one too. Now we have down here, we have an option for drop down. I'm going to title this here About Us. And we can add multiples here. We can keep going and adding more options. We can also choose to include a blank one. Now, if I click on this, it won't work in the editor. We disable that. Otherwise, it could cause some issues with the editor. So once we have this complete, I'll go ahead and include the blank. And there's more over here for you to play with as you have time. You see a lot of things you can add. But once we have that complete, we'll want to go ahead and save our form. And then it's ready to add to our website. Now I've currently opened the page builder to a little sample page where I really don't have much on it. We're going to add a section. Let's add a full width text section. I'll move that down below the banner, and here we go. Now to add the form to the section, you can add the form to most sections, not every one, but if there's text to be edited, you can add the form there. And what I find on this is it's usually easier to use the standard bar for adding it in here. We click on the plus, insert form, demo, and insert. And there's the form we created. Now a couple things on this. The drop down still will not work in this mode because of the editor. They will work on your live page. We can edit this and change which form we have here. I'll leave that one the same. Or we can choose to delete the form off the page. And I won't do that at the moment. We'll just go ahead and click done. And you can see exactly how that looks. So I hope this helps you get started with building forms and adding them to the pages on your website. Here in 3.0, you have more control about where you have it on your page. So you can have text after, text before. You can even have, I could add another section and put another form. I could even do another form in this section, maybe below the text here. So multiple forms allowed per page, and multiple in different sections in your footer, almost anywhere on your page. Hope this helps, and looking forward to seeing how you guys use the forms on your websites.